Hello, welcome back to GP's Odds and Ends. Jessica here. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. So I made a post recently in regards to some issues that my mom is having with her eyes currently. So I figured I'd do J-Bucks, and I think my upload schedule is probably going to be a little bit erratic for the time being. We have a lot going on right now with doctor's office visits for her, and just like medication that we have to give her, and just like I said, a lot going on. But let me count this first. The last time I did just go to the bank recently for my last paycheck. I just got paid on Friday. I don't know what day I'm going to be uploading this particular video that you're watching. Maybe, hopefully for Monday. We'll see. So I did get a 50 though for J-Bucks, so I am going to cash swap this. But right now I have 50, 70, 80, 81, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90, 91, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So $96 currently, but I am going to cash swap this right away and just get some lower bills. So to back up a little bit, if you're watching this on Monday, which would be September 15th, the last Monday, so exactly 1 week ago, my mom woke me up like midnight saying that she couldn't see, like she was losing vision in her eyes. Basically everything was extremely cloudy and blurry, like she could make out shapes and colors and things like that. It wasn't like everything just completely went dark, but everything was cloudy, extremely blurry. Her eyes were extremely bloodshot, but yeah, she was kind of losing vision in both of her eyes. It kind of started the afternoon on Monday. She had an irritation just in one eye, and she thought it was her contacts, so she took them out, kind of did like an eye wash, and thought maybe like she scratched her eye, something to that effect. And just took the contacts out so that she, her eyes could kind of like heal themselves, if you will, and didn't feel like anything else was wrong at that time. But then, of course, she went to bed, got up at midnight, saw that she had lost vision. Now it was in both eyes. So it was kind of like, well, at that point, it can't be the contacts because the irritation originally was only in one eye. So why would it now be in both eyes? So, and she wears dailies for contacts. So she puts them in, she puts a fresh pair in each morning, throws them away at the end of the night. So she's not reusing like her contacts like you would for monthlies or anything like that. So I'm just going to cash swap this 50 right off the bat with the money that I already have in here for J-Bucks. And then I can kind of continue on here. I think I'm going to do all 10s, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll do, well, maybe we could do a couple 5s as well. Yeah, we'll do that. So 50 goes in here. Sorry, I'm going to be a little all over the place, I think. So I brought her to the emergency room. Of course, because that's not their expertise. They're not specifically eye doctors. That's 10, 20, 30, 45, 50. They ran some tests. They checked the eye pressure in her eye. They did like an eye stain to make sure that there wasn't any like scratch on her eye the way that she had originally thought. They gave her some eye drops that were specifically just for like taking care of allergy kind of symptoms, if you will. Didn't really do much, and they basically were like, well, everything that we're seeing is not related to some sort of an injury to the eye. They thought that possibly it could be related to glaucoma, but they couldn't say for sure, basically. So they told her she needed to make an appointment with her eye doctor as soon as possible, or go to their, like, the facility that, like an eye care specialist group that's in the area that they would also, refer her to after being in the emergency room. So anyways, I'm using the Life's a Beach book from Snow Gardener 307 Budgets. And let me just quickly go through this because we are quite a ways through this book already. We have finished all of these pages. Look, I think we're more than halfway through at this point. We've finished the turtle pages. We've started on the Follow the Bubbles. So let's see if maybe we can finish this one. It looks like I left off here. And how was I doing all of the... I think I was doing all of the bubbles, so we might try to finish this one today. So I'm going to add up the rest of the bubbles and see how much that ends up being. So so basically the next day, so now this is, we came back home we were in the emergency room from about 1 o'clock in the morning until 4 o'clock in the morning. I ended up calling out of work for Tuesday because I had Monday off, so I called out of work on Tuesday because I'd only gotten a few hours of sleep after being in the emergency room with her. And she can't see anything, so she has a hard time seeing, like, where she's going sometimes, things like that. She can't really see the TV, she can't see her phone screen and things like that. So, it's she needs a lot of help at the moment as well. So the rest of the bubbles are $16, and then we have a bonus of 10, so that would be 26. So we're going to just finish this off. 26, okay. So basically, we made an appointment with her primary eye group. It wasn't the doctor that she normally sees, but it was like her primary vision office that she goes to. So they saw her, they said, well, it's definitely not related to glaucoma, so the emergency room, was not correct on that as far as that's concerned. But definitely inflammation of the eye. They couldn't, they did tests as well. They said the pressure isn't, high enough the pressure in her eye was not high enough for it to be considered glaucoma related. They couldn't see any scratches or irritation, but in looking at her eye, like, her whole entire eye was inflamed. So they were saying, like, retinitis, iritis, uveitis are, like, all different types of inflammation related to the eye. But he was like, I don't want to give a definite diagnosis. I want you to see a specialist. So he referred us over to an eye care group office where they had, specialists, and he was like, it's an emergency. She needs to be seen right away. So we literally went from that office to the other office, and, they saw her same day. They, were also saying iritis. They were saying iritis initially, but they were very concerned with the amount of inflammation that she had in her eye and, like, how poor her vision was. She also had pain in her eyes and light sensitivity, like extremely light sensitive, in that, like, first day or two. So they prescribed eye drops. They sent her for an enormous amount of blood work. They took, like, over the past week, she's probably had like 12 vials taken for blood work alone. So that's been crazy. let's do 10 to begin. So I'm gonna do a 7 here and 3, and we'll keep talking. So they sent her for the blood work to rule out. Basically, they're thinking, because she also has vitiligo. If you've ever seen some of the videos where you see her skin, she's got very blotchy, like patchy skin, a lot of white patches on her skin. She does have vitiligo. She's known that for years, or has had that for years at this point, but they think it's something possibly related to the vitiligo, or another autoimmune disease. There's not really much known about vitiligo, what causes it, but apparently the vitiligo, basically the reason your skin will get white patches is because something in your body is attacking melanocytes, which are the cells that give your skin their color. So this autoimmune vitiligo is attacking the melanocytes that give your skin the pigment or its color. I didn't know that you also have melanocytes in the iris of your eyes. That's what gives your iris the color, the brown, the blue, the green, the whatever. So apparently the cells that are attacking the skin pigment, the melanocytes for your skin pigment can also attack the melanocytes that are in your eyes, that give your eyes the color. So they're trying to rule out a whole lot of stuff right now. I'm going to do another 10 here. So 8, let's do 8 and 2. So that's another 10. So they're trying to rule out other autoimmune diseases or disorders that are known for affecting eyes. So they were talking about like something that was rare called VKH, and I can't remember exactly at this point. It was like Voigt something Harada. I don't remember what the K was. If I look it up, I'll put it on the screen here for you. But he said that that's pretty rare, but it could be also related to the vitiligo and the issues that she's having with her eyes. They're testing her for lupus. They're testing her for all sorts of things. But we've had a doctor's visit every single day since Tuesday of this last week. We have the weekend off, Saturday and Sunday, and then she's right back to office visits. She's got one Monday, she's got one with her primary care doctor Tuesday, she's got one on one with the retina specialist on Monday, primary care this coming Tuesday, and so Monday being today, and then another one with the original specialist that she was seeing on Wednesday. So my sister and I are trying to coordinate with our jobs. Thankfully, my job is being very accommodating and allowing me to make up the time. I am, for the time being, going to go down to an 8-hour day and work Monday through. I did a 6 and a 4, so that's another 10. I'm going to do an 8-hour day instead of 4 10-hour days, just so it's easier for me to make the time up, because having to make up 2 or 3 hours on top of an already 10-hour day is just a lot. So they're being very accommodating with me. She said, my supervisor also said that she could put in PTO whenever I need it. I might, if this continues to be ongoing for a significant period of time, I might look into FMLA. So that's like family medical leave, because you can sign up for that as a caregiver. I just want to make sure that my job is protected as well as my sister's. My sister is trying to help as much as she can, so she is taking some days off here and there or working from home when she can, but she actually goes into an office. I work from home, and I don't really talk to people. I don't, I did just get a promotion, but, my job is able to be a little bit more flexible than hers. So I think I'm going to do another 10. I'm just going to keep going until I'm finished with the story here. So yeah, she's had a lot of visits. Thankfully, though, with the eye drop, they've prescribed 3 different eye drops to her so far. There's one that she has to take every hour on the hour, which I probably will have to do in 10 minutes because I'm trying to do it at the top of the hour, every hour, of course. So that started on Thursday. So since Thursday, So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all the way until they tell us that they can taper down on it. It's like every hour for these, this one eye drop. The second eye drop she has to do, and that's to reduce the inflammation in her eyes, because they want to get that under control to, help heal her eyes. The second eye drop is 3 times a day. So it's 1 drop in every eye for all of them. The 3 times a day is, what was that one for? I don't even remember at this point. It's been so crazy. I don't remember what the 3 time a day one was for. But then they just prescribed another 2 time a day one. Oh, the 3 times a day is to keep her eye dilated. I don't remember why he said that was needed, but I guess it works in conjunction with the first drop that she has to take every hour. I don't remember all the ins and outs of it. And then they just prescribed a 3rd eye drop that she has to do twice a day, and that's to make sure that the first eye drop that's every hour doesn't increase the pressure in her eyes too much. Ugh, it's so much, guys. So yeah, there's just a lot going on. We might finish this page because I don't know. I'm going to do another 10 here, 6 and 4. And maybe we'll leave it at that. I don't know. We'll see. Because I only have 4, 6, 7, 9, $10 left on this. So we might just finish it. But let me continue on with the story here at this point. Because I think we're getting close to the end here. So basically she's on all these different eye drops, that we have to give her, and she can't see to put them in because again her vision is cloudy, is blurry, so she can't even look in the mirror to try to put it in her eye herself. So my sister or I have to give them to her. So I am living with her, so it's primarily me that I'm giving them to her on an hourly basis, which is a lot, but it is what it is. So we have, let's see, I've got a 4 and a 1 here for the 5 that I have. I might just, we'll see how much I have to do left here. So we're continuing on with the visits and, trying to work within our schedules, but the doctor's also saying depending on what they start to rule out with the blood work and things like that, he was talking about having to possibly send her to either Hartford, which is in my state, or Massachusetts, Boston, to see other specialists that can work with maybe whatever autoimmune she has in conjunction with the issues going on with her eyes. So if that's the case, I don't know what we're going to do. If it's in Hartford, that's not bad. That's, within an hour of where I live. So that we can probably do just on a day-by-day basis. But if we have to go to Boston, that's not as easy. Boston is horrendous to try to drive around. So we would probably have to go and stay there overnight, or I don't know for how many days. I'm not looking forward to that if that's the case, but we'll do what we have to do because this is her vision at this point, and we want to make sure that gets taken care of. So hopefully it seems like her vision was starting to get a little bit better, because every time we go they also do the eye tests where she has to cover an eye, look at the screen at the other end of the room and see how many letters she can see, and she can see some of them, but usually it's the letter that's the whole entire screen. It's, one ginormous letter on the screen, and, she can maybe see some letters on the next level down, but it's very hard for her to see. It seems like her vision is starting to get a little bit better, at least in one eye so far, and hopefully that continues to get better. I'm going to do another 2 here. We're going to finish this page. We might as well. Yeah, so I don't know what we're going to do if we end up having to go to Boston. The other thing is, though, like, too, because if we have to get a hotel and stuff, that's a lot of, like, costs that are adding up, and she's already spending $45 per visit that she has to go to this eye specialist. One of the drops that they gave her is not covered by her insurance. It's $124 a pop, and she's already had to get that twice. So there's a lot of cost that she's having to cover right now. With that being said, I may create some sort of digital challenge pack and put that in my Etsy shop and dedicate the profit of that towards her medical, or give that to her when I, give her like the money I put aside for household, if you will. So I will let you know if I do that. Let me know in the comments if you are still here. Let me know in the comments if you would prefer something that covers a range of, like, digital challenges that cover a range of like medical stuff, or medical and household. Something similar to like the car challenge that I'm currently doing, where it's, something like this, where you can set your own goal and just like fill something like this in. I do have, I think it's in my other binder here, I do have one that's specifically for eye care in my Etsy shop already, but I might do like a bigger, let me see if I can, this one, something like this, where you could do, I may include this maybe in the pack, but if you want something that also covers like medical cost shares, prescriptions, all sorts of like medical items, or if you want like medical and household type items, like the car, the eye, all sorts of things, put that down in the comments, and I might, if it's more than 2 or 3 pages, I'll probably make it more than just the 99 cents for like that my other challenges are listed at. But again, that would also be going towards my mother's medical bills at this point, or at least the stuff that she has to pay for out of pocket. So let's do another 2. The other thing, with that being said, if we do end up having to go to Boston, I might have to clear out everything that I have as cash in my binders right now, and like pay off credit cards so that I can then like pay for hotels. Not that I can't like right now, but I just don't know how long this is going to be going on for. So I want to make sure. Boston's not cheap to stay. I was looking at some hotels at where I think she might end up having to go, and per night we're talking $200 to $300 a night just for the hotel. That's not including like any other travel expenses. So yeah, let me know if you would be interested in having like a packet of challenges like that, and what you might want to have included. And we can definitely, I can definitely set something up, and then yeah, that'll definitely go towards her medical. And if you want to, like if you have a channel and you want to share the info as well, I would appreciate that greatly. But I will probably come back on another video and let you know what's going on at that point, and show you, what I've created. So that might take a little bit of time. All right, so that's basically where we are, though. At this point, we still have more visits to go to, so more updates to come in the future. I know that was kind of a lot, but you know, we're hopeful that her vision will start to get better, where she could be maybe a little bit more independent, or at least, you know, I don't think anytime soon she's going to get to a point where she can drive herself. We want to be very careful with that. But if she can get to a point where she can at least put the eye drops in herself, that would be helpful. I'm going to put you on pause because it is now almost 12 o'clock and it's time for her next eye drop. So I will be right back, and I'll let you know how many J-Bucks I have left and what's going into the envelope. Okay, so eye drops have been administered. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 J-Bucks left, which I am fine with. That's all good. Hopefully we can get some more next time, but let's see, quite a lot. This page is finished. Let's see what we have. Ooh, pirates next. That'll be fun. Awesome. All right, so we'll play that one next time we do J-Bucks. Let's see how much is going in today and how much we have saved so far, because I know you like seeing that. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75, 80, 81, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 86 going in today. That's quite a lot, but I'm not mad at it because, like I said, if I need to, I will probably be pulling all of the money out of these anyways. If, like I said, if we need to go to Boston. I feel bad because, like, my sister tries to help out as much as she possibly can, but she also is in her own house. I have minimal bills right now because I'm living in my mom's house, so I do give her a little bit of money from time to time. But other than that, I have my car insurance, my car loan, my storage unit, and like my cell phone bill. The cell phone bill is only like $25 a month, so that's not anything. But, like, I have minimal bills. I have credit card, you know, bills, but if I can get a lot of that paid off, you know, that's not a big deal. So that's really probably my biggest bill at this point is the credit card bills. But, yeah, I feel bad because, you know, my sister, of course, you know, she has bigger bills than I do currently. So I'll chip in for my mom as much as I can. And if that means wiping out every single bill and every single binder at this point and starting over. I mean, of course, I'm not going to put myself in a position where I can't pay my monthly bills, but I can get it down to a bare minimum. Probably no problem. So if that's the case and I need to start over at some point, I will do what I need to do, you know, to make sure that she's getting the care that she needs. So I'm going to add this money in and let's see where we are so far for the J-Bucks. Because I think we've been over 800, and I think I probably needed to do like another placeholder. Now the placeholder, I don't put this money in the bank, it's in a safe. So when I get when I get the 50s and stuff like that, I do put that into my safe so that it's just on standby, I guess, if you will. I don't want to, because they are all J-Bucks, I don't want to put them in the bank, but you know, it's fine. So we have 500, that's the money that's in my safe, that's why we have the placeholder. So 500, that's 600. Let me move this out of the way. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, that's 700. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, that's 800. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, that's 900. And 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85, 95, that's 1,000, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that's $1,000 saved up so far for just the J-Buck challenge. These are all J-Bucks. And like I said, I mean, if I need to, I will put this money in the bank, sooner rather than later, and just, at some point pick up where we left off. I won't start it over, but pick up where we left off and finish the book, at another time. But if I need to put all of this money into the bank and, be able to take care of travel expenses and things like that, that's what this was going to be meant for anyways. But not that I want to do medical travel. That's not fun by any means, but if I need to, I will. So that's 1,000, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, and 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 61. So $1,061 saved up so far for the J-Buck challenge book that I'm doing. That's amazing. I'm excited. I didn't know how much this was going to end up being, but knowing that we're already at or over $1,000 and we still have a decent amount of pages to get through. We're more than halfway through the challenge book. If I'm not mistaken, I can take a look in just a second. So we are, let's see, if I take a look at the back here, I was filling some of this in, but I kind of gave up on it. There are 24, well, it says 24, but I don't know if there's actually 24 challenges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 finished. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left. So we're more than halfway through at this point, and we've already I've already got $1,000, over $1,000 saved. So that's really exciting. So, like I said, let me know about the challenges in the comments down below. Watch through the ads, because whenever I get the ads as well, I am getting revenue for that, so that also contributes to money that I can put aside for different things, and we only get paid out for that when we hit $100. I think I'm at like $60 right now, so it's slow going, but it is what it is. Thank you so much again for watching. Till next time, bye for now.